Here we are, guys, with another respec video for you. We have Jaethal. Alright, I chose to do Jaethal next because Jaethal really is like one of the more, I feel like one of the most respect companions. Like, everyone really loves to respect Jaethal. A lot of people aren't big fans of Inquisitor for her and a bunch of other things. So here we are with Jaethal. Just so you know, heads up, this is a lore-friendly, roleplay-friendly respec guide series, meaning that every class suggestion I give for these characters is going to make sense for who they are as people in this game, or what they become, etc. Okay, so I'm not dipping levels into different classes. I'm not trying to optimize for combat at all. I'm just here to give cool classes that might be more interesting or more fun to play with and more enjoyable to have around than the usual stuff, campaign after campaign after campaign. So with that, let's dive right in. Don't worry about the doll, by the way. You can reset it with the respec mod if you didn't already know that. Okay, Jaethal. Now, here's the deal. Both in the base game and in the Call of the Wild mod, Jaethal starts out as an Inquisitor. Okay? The difference being, in the Call of the Wild mod, they kind of rebuilt her for archery, longbow usage, way higher dex, lower strength, etc. Whereas she's kind of built more for scythe using in the base game. And I think the reason the mod creator did that is because dexterity is her thing if you want to make her your minister, and a lot of people, if they use Jaethal as an advisor, use her as a minister. Or it could also be that archery with Inquisitor is also just more useful, which I kind of think it is as well. But here we go. I love to bring back Jaethal's strength. I think there's plenty of points with her, considering she has like no con, to give her good strength and dex. So I like to use both, and still keep her using the scythe. There's too many good scythes to pass up. Unless your character is using scythes, I don't see why she wouldn't. It's also in her freaking portrait. It's also her deity's favorite weapon. Why wouldn't she use a scythe? Why would she use a longbow? She didn't even use a longbow to kill her relatives back in Keonan. She used like freaking daggers and scythes and stuff. Like, she didn't use a bow before. Why would she start doing it now? It doesn't make any sense. So I always scrap that. You can pretty much make her any kind of Inquisitor. I feel like any Inquisitor works except for Sacred Huntsmaster. She would not have an animal companion. If she could have an undead animal, maybe that would be cool, but she doesn't have an animal companion. Don't try to give her one. Demon Hunter is cool. Doesn't really completely make sense for her lore-wise. Also, there's not enough demons in the game to really warrant a Demon Hunter. Like, yeah, it's for like chaotic evil outsiders. Most of the outsiders you face in this game are like, I mean, there are Fae, but like the Soul Eaters, for example, are neutral evil, right? I don't know. I'm not a big fan of it. Relic Hunter could be kind of cool. Tactical Leader, Monster Tactician, kind of. I'm currently using her with Sanctified Slayer with the scythe. So she's got like, she's kind of like slaying and sneak attacking, and I feel like that fits pretty well. I kind of really like that for her, especially lore-wise, just kind of being a like undead that like hunts people down kind of thing. I dig that. There's a lot of different things you could really do for her. You could make her a war priest for Urgathoa, which could be really cool. Any of these except Divine Commander would be fine, because again, no animal companions. Arsenal Champion could be pretty cool. Feral, maybe. I don't know about shapeshifting. She's not a shapeshifter. That'd be kind of weird. Champion Cult Leader, I think, would be also really nice. Just giving her, again, the sneak attack and whatnot. I feel like could be really, really, really cool. Not Sacred Fist. She's not a monk or whatever. So Cult Leader would be my recommendation, as well as Sacred, Sanctified Slayer, Inquisitor. Both of those are my top 2 right now. You could also make her just a straight up Slayer, honestly. Seriously, this could work totally good, totally fine. Slayer works. Deliverer, really, really good, especially with the alignment stuff and whatnot. Executioner is a fantastic one for her. I feel like Executioner could work so well. Like, bonus increase against humanoid targets, painful strike, assassinate, swift death. Like, these could really, like, honestly right now kind of beating myself up that I didn't make her an Executioner. I'm not using her that much, but like, Executioner seems like one of the top ideas here. Stygian Slayer could be good. You get some magic, could be nice. Grave Warden would be kind of weird because this is kind of like the anti-undead, and she's not anti-undead, she is undead. So probably not Grave Warden. But those are some cool ideas. You could make her a, I don't know, you can make her like a rogue, I guess. It's just kind of a waste because you don't need finesse training if you're going to keep her on the scythes. So I wouldn't really mess with that. Fighter, she could be a fighter who just specializes in scythes. You can make her a two-handed fighter specializing in a scythe, which could actually be pretty cool, pretty powerful. One of my favorites as well is Cleric. You could obviously just make her a Cleric of Urgathoa. I personally love the Undead Lord. Super great Cleric. Gets you the Corpse Companion that you get to have around and becomes huge size later on, which is just unbeatable. The Corpse Companion came real nice and handy in this previous playthrough. Unlife Healer is great. Unlife Healer, they're fantastic because you get this ability called Death's Kiss where you can make anyone do like the reverse of like positive and negative energy. So you can give that to all of your companions and then heal them up with channel negative energy just fine. That was my strategy. I had her as like our healing cleric and she worked perfectly. Had no problems. It's a little bit hard to heal in combat that way. So like get used to like potions and things like that. But I had enough half healers to take care of it. But this could be a really good one. Herald Collar could also be pretty good if you focus on animating undead. That could be that's actually one that people respec her into a lot, is to go Herald Collar and focus on animating undead. I feel like that's a pretty solid, I mean, just getting the summoning feats for free is really solid. Really solid there. Divine Scourge is okay. You get some hexes, whatever. Evangelist is what I don't think she would ever sing, so I probably wouldn't do that one. Ecclesiathurge could also be good. She just won't be as combative, but that's fine. You could still make it work, I think. Just however you want to work that out. She could also be an Anti-paladin. Anti-paladin is pretty strong. I don't know why I didn't think about making her an Anti-paladin before. I think I was so tied to Undead Lord Cleric. But Anti-paladin could actually be really cool. Insinuator is a really good one. Because you just smite Impudence. Which is like, it's just, as Swift Action, the Incinerator can choose one target within sight to smite. Yeah, and it just can't be that shares an alignment with the outsider that you like. They have to invoke an outsider of different alignments. So that's an option there. Blighted Myrmidon works pretty well. She's kind of like Aura of Decay. I mean, that sounds perfect for her, right? I think that could be really powerful for her. Like Plague Bringer, all that ish. Oh yeah. Smite Nature. Sounds like something she would do, Smite Nature, you know? Iron Tyrant. You could. I don't love the idea of like giving her like armor and whatnot. This is also unarmed, so probably not this one. Dread Vanguard is really, really strong, especially with like Dark Emissary and the Beacon of Evil. Those are both strong powers to have for her. Tyrant, Unholy Minion. This one could be really cool. This is new. I don't think I did this one before, but this one's cool. Instead of forming a bond with her weapon, an unholy minion forms a bond with a fiendish spirit. You could just say that that's Urgathoa or something. So this is pretty cool. Lots of interesting powers there that can make her really, really useful. And she smites good, which smiting good just isn't super useful in this campaign because you hardly ever fight good enemies, but still pretty nice. But yeah, these are my recommendations for Jaethal as a companion to respec her into, have her level up those. If you're looking for more about what these classes do or what their powers are or anything like that, I have videos for those on my channel, so go check that out. They might be really useful to you. But whether you're a new player, veteran player, new to my channel, you've been here a while, use the respec mod or don't. Hopefully this video was useful to you, maybe inspired you to come up with a cool idea for what to do for Jaethal. If you have any ideas that I haven't thought of that might be interesting, please let me know in the comments. I think it'd be really cool to talk about it with you and see what your take is. Also, if you didn't know, I am streaming now on Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sundays. The schedule is on my channel description, so you should go check that out, please. And maybe I'll see you there, and we'll come chat and say hi. It'd be cool. Or lurk, if that's your thing. Just enjoy the entertainment. Anyway, I am UnsungNPC. This is Jaethal's respec. Hopefully these classes that I've gone over seem kind of interesting to you, and I will catch you guys in the next one.